Joining us this morning, Kim Adsit from Vision Source. Kim, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Luke. Great to see you too.
Busy time of year. You had a great event last week.
We sure did last Friday over at the Meadville store. It was fantastic. It was our Clue event, and it was Colonel Mustard in the library maybe, but with the lead pipe. I know that part. And it was, yeah, there you go. Although that lead pipe is a little dinky. I think we should have found a...
Next year.
Next year, right, yeah. But what a fun event. I mean, from open to close, so busy, so many people, and it's great to be able to do these things. It's not just doing the eye exams, it's also so many people from the community joining us for, well, the festivities, of course, but also great sales that we were having and everything. And our staff went all out. They were so... just so into being dressed up and just having all of the fun they could with everybody.
Well, as we show some of the pictures, just kind of recap what folks got to experience at the event.
Yeah, absolutely. When they came in, they were presented with their pack of clues, and they were and their scorecard. And so they are able to, as they made their way through the office for their exam and for everything else going on, collect clues along the way. And everybody was able to make their deductions, just as you would if you were playing the board game, to be able to, try to guess. And we had several winners, of course, and had prizes to give out and everything. We had quite a few community members donate to baskets that we had, so that's fun, kind of a way to do a basket raffle. But right, and refreshments and everything. And we had 3 different frame reps there. So instead of only offering what we normally have, which is, of course, a great selection of glasses, they each were set up with their own, all of their wares, and were able to personally help patients choose new glasses, and which is great because, everybody loves something that's new and stylish and lots of color and fun that way.
And people kind of are looking for something to fit their personalities now, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely, right. It's a wonderful expression of who you are and just saying something about yourself that people can maybe, and it can be a conversation piece too, because it's not just, oh, this is function. Sure it is, and great vision is a wonderful thing to have. However, doing it with a little extra style is wonderful. And through an event like this, we're able to have just great sales too. So when you buy 2 pair of glasses, you get a free pair of prescription sunglasses, which is, that's a deal you just can't normally find.
Yeah.
So it's terrific.
Now, for those types of things, the event was Friday.
Right.
Is it over, or can they still call and...
Well, because we're having a similar event in Titusville in next Friday, I guess it is,
yeah.
So coming right up. We're still running a lot of the specials between the 2 offices. The frames being what they were from the special companies, there's a little limit on what we can offer right now with that. But the deal, the deal's there right now. So it's a fun way to do that. But yes, so...
And that's just a call to schedule an appointment?
It is. It's whether you call the office or whether probably the easiest way to find us is on either of our websites, so Vision Source Meadville or Vision Source Titusville, and or Google searches right there, and that's a direct hit the button and make the phone call. So it's
pretty simple. You can find it. Yeah,
it is. It's very simple to find us.
So you're going from one big event, a lot of fun, to another big event that's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun as well, sure. The Vision Source Titusville office, we are having our event on the 17th. It will run all day, so 7 to 5. And it is the same specials. We'll have several different frame reps again. But their theme, instead of being this fancy clue theme that we had, their theme is wine, cheese, and glasses, please. And so the theme being the place will be set up as a winery. And so it's a day of relaxation in addition to having your exam, or you're just coming in to look at the merchandise. It definitely will be set up as a pamper type situation where everybody can from station to station get to take in a little bit of what maybe you would experience in a winery, which of course this time of year is a wonderful place to go, because especially with the weather we've been having, to just kick back and relax. And so we'll have wonderful refreshments all day long too.
That's wonderful. What are some things that having the reps there, what does that offer the customer?
It offers them a greater chance to see a whole line. So, and when you go to a clothing shop, if they have just one shirt hanging up, you don't maybe have an idea of everything that vendor, that designer would sell. So there'll be many different designers to choose from, and instead of seeing 1 or 2 frames, or just the 5 or 10 that maybe we are able to carry, there might be 50 frames to choose from, and you get to see all the colors, the depth of the line. So from a fashion standpoint, for many people, that's quite a nice draw alone. But the frame reps that we work with, they're extremely knowledgeable, of course, on their product, so they can look at you and help fit something, which of course our opticians all do extremely well.
Right.
But when we have an event that's this busy, it's so nice to have more hands on deck, and just the extra knowledge that the frame reps are able to say, oh, I have this in my bag, let me get this out and show you, in addition to what they already have displayed.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
And then during the year, when you're not doing an event like this, and people are going through, and as you say, there's a large selection there. Good chance you're gonna find something. But if somebody's like, I like this style, but is there maybe this color?
Right.
Is that something that you can also?
It is. And, we love to be able to have on hand what people are really looking for. But yes, that is a question we answer all the time is, okay, I like this, but I'd rather have a blue frame. Do you have this in blue, or do we have something that is available? So very often we can order something in and do some specialization for a patient.
That's great. And let's go back to a conversation we had last week about insurance, because if somebody has different insurance, you brought up something that I don't think a lot of people think about or realize, like you don't have to necessarily follow what's on the list.
Right. And that's not to, disparage how that works, of course. However, yes, if you have an insurance company that we don't participate with, you're still able to come to see us. And, a lot of times it's not even that your insurance company is going to be paying a lot for it. You always have a copay. You always have something that you're paying on top of it, even though you've already paid for that insurance. So we're able to work with you on that if we don't participate, because our pricing is already set to match what your insurance company would ask you to be paying for those classes. So it's a very easy conversation for us to have with someone. I think that you're right. We look at the card, we call the number on the back or get online and take a peek and find out, oh, I have to go to such and such a place. Well, if you like the doctor you're seeing, you should by all means be going to that doctor. But
that's important. That's a really good statement.
It truly is. And we hate to see people walk away simply because of something like that, their insurance company is telling them. So if you are already our patient and you want to keep coming to us and something happened with your insurance, please call and have a conversation with us, because we can really work through with you what that actually looks like, because cost is what we're all concerned about when it comes to that. So
that's perfect. So again, and don't be afraid to call.
No, please don't, because we absolutely are able to answer those questions. Our staff is super knowledgeable.
Now, in this case, your Titusville staff, are they working right now, or are they just sitting around the table here having, just enjoying the...
Yeah, it looks like, yes.
I mean...
I know, I like that. I missed out on that. I didn't get invited to the... I'll be invited to the party next week, though. No, they are definitely working. They're there right now, getting things set up for this, of course.
Perfect. And we'll recap that in a minute. But first, let's do this. You're watching The Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Some big events happening at Vision Source. The one in Meadville just took place last week. The Vision Source Titusville event happening next week. What's the date of that?
I believe it's the 17th, so it would be Friday the 17th, and that is from 7 to 5 that day.
Now, should they call ahead and schedule, or can people
So people can walk in. If you already have a prescription, we'd love for you to just be able to walk in and make your selections, and we'll work with you with all of that. If you don't have an exam, yes, just you can request an appointment right online. You can give a call to the office. It's just as easy either way, yes. And we do have a few openings left, but it's pretty full. So if you are in need of an exam, I would say get in touch quickly.
Do you have to, so let's say you had your exam in January. Do you have to wait till January, or when can you start to think about that?
So That's a great question. With glasses, your prescription is usually good for 2 years.
Okay.
So if you have a valid prescription, so you saw the doctor in January and you want to come in and buy some glasses through this sale, absolutely. We'll have, if you're our patient, we have your prescription on file. If you see a different doctor, go somewhere else, you can get your prescription, or you may already have a copy of it. A lot of people get it right at their exam. And you can just bring that in with you. So if it's within that 2-year window of now, we absolutely can make glasses for you.
Perfect. What are some other questions that are kind of common that you hear a lot? I'm sure insurance is one, but what are some others?
Well, contact lenses are something that people ask about a lot as well. They have a glasses prescription and they just want to get contacts. There is a little difference in your contact lens prescription and your glasses prescription.
Oh, okay.
So some of it is just because of the way glasses work in front of your eyes and contacts work in your eyes. So there's a difference in that part of the prescription. But also the doctors need to evaluate the health of your cornea, and they also need to be able to evaluate the shape of it in order to be able to give you the proper prescription for your contact lenses. And there's so many different types of contact lenses. They're very specialized. So if you are interested in contact lenses and you already have a glasses prescription, you are probably going to need to have a second evaluation for that if you didn't do that at the time of your examination. So that's a question that comes up all the time. Or I have a contact lens prescription, can I get glasses? That's an easier switch than the other way around. But yeah, it's absolutely, and there's contact lens specials we're running, of course, in conjunction with this event as well.
Or maybe sometimes, well, I wear contacts. Why do I need glasses? You should give your eyes a rest. Not that I may have heard that a couple times.
Have
but,
you?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe, yeah.
Well, that's funny because the contact lens overwear is one of the main reasons we see patients with irritation for their eyes if they are contact lens wearer. We all abuse our contacts. I've worn contacts since I was 15. I definitely wear them longer than I should at times. The taking care of those contact lenses, making sure that you are not just wearing them properly, but caring for them properly, throwing them out when you're supposed to on the schedule, not stretching them too far and all of that. We want the health of your eyes to be optimal. So yeah, that's a part of that entire scenario too.
This time of year, what about allergies and how that affects your eyes?
It does, right? Whether they're itchy or they get dry or they're watery, right? And if you're a contact lens wearer, sometimes that gets a little more complicated too. Being able to give your eyes to rest, like you alluded to, taking your contacts out and wearing your glasses, very important thing to do. And a lot of contact lens wearers have glasses that are 5, 8, 10 years old because they hate wearing their glasses. Well, if you have a new pair of glasses, you might like them more because they're going to be more in style. Your prescription will be up to date, and you'll be able to use them better. And you can take your contacts out when you get home, put your glasses on, and be able to see well.
You know what the other thing is? The technology in frames today compared to 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
Lighter, flexible. I mean, there's a lot of options, right?
There's a lot of options. The plastics that they're made out of are just, the quality of that is incredible, and you can really see the difference between older frames or lesser quality frames and the things that we offer today, for sure. Titanium frames are so light, flexible frames that you can, bend and twist. That's been something that's been out there for a long time, but boy, that's a nice feature. And we all often thought of that for men's glasses who, would get them at work, have trouble with them or whatever. Women's frames are the same way. We're just as rough on them as anybody else. So there's beautiful options with that. And the colors and
Again, they're sort of designed to fit personalities and styles, and
Sure.
so you don't have to be at work going, sneaking them, put them on, and you don't want that.
No, because the lens designs are such now that you are going to be able, you could wear a pair of glasses all of the time for many different needs. Where you're sitting at your desk, you can look up to the person in front of you and see them clearly, look down at your computer or your handwork and see that clearly too with the right progressive lens. Now, there's lots of situations where having more than one pair of glasses with different prescriptions in them is the optimal solution for you. But again, that's what our opticians are so well trained at being able to help you sort through that. One of the questions you'll be asked very often when you see us is, how do you use your eyes, or how do you use your glasses? Which seems kind of like a funny question when you first hear that phrase, but it really is a great question to answer according to your own needs. Those lifestyle type needs that we all have really help us to be able to design a pair of glasses for you that really can fit you very well.
You bring up something, well, at least triggers in my mind the process of scheduling the appointment and coming in. Walk through, like somebody that's coming in and getting the full exam to picking the glasses, walk through each stage of that. 'Cause I think it's important for people to understand, like, it's a really simple process, but it's so important. And all the information that you're gathering is going to help you with that decision.
Absolutely. When you come in, you talk to our staff. When you've already made that appointment, they're going to ask you a few questions leading up. Do you have any health concerns? There's so many things that are, systemic wide, body wide problems that actually are reflected in our eyes as well. So they'll ask you all of those questions ahead of time. You'll meet with our technician who is going to take you back and do some preliminary testing, just some easy things to just see even a preliminary idea of what your prescription is like before you even see the doctor. They'll go through a thorough health history with you to make sure, again, there isn't anything else that could be underlying and causing some issues with your vision. They'll want to assess what your vision questions are at that point in time so that when they present your information to the doctor, he or she's already knowing how they need to be approaching you. So is it up close? Is it far away problems that you're having? Do you have dry eye issues? Do you have anything else that's going on, a question and concern? Family history with eye problems too. After you're done with your eye exam, and we all know which is better, 1 or 2. We've been asked that many times throughout our eye exam. That's you helping.
That's not a trick question?
That is not a trick question.
Okay.
It's 1 or 2, 3 or 4. It goes on for a while. But as you go through and answer that question, the doctor is narrowing down what that prescription looks like. And then he or she's able to give you a prescription that you like. It's not just what they see as, they can tell that you're seeing clearly, but do you prefer this or this? Because there is some personal variability to that as well. So once that prescription is agreed upon between you and your doctor, and then you would walk out and go to meet with one of our opticians who then will talk about what your needs are for those lenses and then help you to make the decision about what you like your glasses to look like and how that fit best works for you. After that, and after you're gone for the day, that's when the fun for us starts, because now we make your glasses for you. We have a lab right on hand here at Titusville. So we have lab techs who then will be taking your frame and the lens that's designed just for you. So it is personalized, made just for you. They're going to cut that out to fit into that frame so that everything is just, it's totally customized from the beginning to the end. So that's why, there's a lot of care that goes into it. We can talk about fashion and how much fun this is, but it really is a specialized piece of material that you have that nobody else's are going to be exactly right for you.
All right. Well, let's recap what's coming up and then the contact information for both Meadville and Titusville.
Sure. So it is October 17th, 7 to 5 at the Titusville office, and it is wine, cheese, and glasses, please. I am looking forward to the refreshments that day. That should be, it sounds pretty nice, right? And so, and then whether it's Titusville or Meadville, it's VisionSource-Titusville or VisionSource-Meadville.com online, and both of our Facebook pages. And it's just a quick tap of the screen. Give us a call that way. You can request appointments on the websites as well.
All right. So the real question will be, when it comes to the wine, 1 glass or 2? 1 glass or 2?
Right, 1 or 2, 3 or 4.
Kim, great seeing you this morning.
Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it.
All the best.
Thanks.